Welcome to our Thursday Highlights. This Thursday Highlights, I want to focus on Isaiah chapter 40. Isaiah 40. One of the places that I like in this text is when God started asking the prophet questions, or asking questions to the prophets to ask the people these things. When he says, do you not know? Have you not heard that the Lord is everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth? He will not grow tired or weary. His understanding no one can fathom. And this is what I love about. Then the verse goes back around and it talks about all of the things that is said about God. He won't go tired, he won't go weary. And then it talks about they that wait. Some say wait, some say hope in the Lord will renew their strength. Some say they will soar like wings or eagles. Some say eagles. Some say that they will mount up. Depend on which translation you use. But this is what I love about this text. I remember during the beginning of the pandemic, and I'm talking about the very beginning, we on lockdown, and for the first time I have to do Bible study on a Zoom, something I've never done before, but I had to do it. It was the most awkward thing. It was the funniest thing, getting used to people's look, expression, getting used to the delayed response, all of those things. It was something new, but it was not like being in person. It was not like having an active audience. Help me, Holy Ghost. So it was the delay. So you had to learn how to navigate this new technology, learn how to navigate. Help me, Holy Ghost, and the nuances to it. And so in that, I could not help but reflect back on that when I looked at this. And I'm finna get in trouble early on, so hold on. In this, when I looked at this text, one of the things that I talked about is how most of the time as believers, and I'm gonna get in trouble, I'm letting you know it, so hold on. As believers, when we look at the Bible, when we study the Bible, I liken it to this. It's like going to a physician, and the physician gives you, help me, Holy Ghost, the prescription. Help me, Holy Ghost. But unlike most people, when it comes to taking medication, when it comes to what has been prescribed by the doctor, I'm gonna get in trouble early on. Most people think they know what's best. Most people think they're smarter than, they're wiser. Help me, Holy Ghost. They're wiser than their doctor, had not studied any medicine, had not gone to school for anything, but yet they think that, hell, I'm gonna get in trouble. They think they know best. And so when I looked at this text, when I looked at the things that God was saying, the things that God asked, and I loved it when you know what I love, and I know most of you won't look at it like this, but I love God's sarcasm at times. I love when he asks questions that leave us dumbfounded. I love when he asks questions to make us stop in our tracks, to make us scratch our head. He asked who taught him, basically, who grew him up, who gave him the understanding. Help me, Holy Ghost. And then in this same verse, he goes and pokes fun at the idols that they were making with their hands. But I love something. It says those who hope. Some versions say wait, but anyway, it's basically talking about trusting and basically talking about relying on God. We will renew our strength. Help me, Holy Ghost. Help me, Holy Ghost. And one of the things that I love about it, let's get back to the prescription. When you, help me, Holy Ghost, try to take of something that was prescribed for someone else, for yourself, you did not consult your, I'm gonna get in trouble. You did not consult your doctor. You did not talk to your doctor. Your doctor didn't give you the prescription, but somebody else. Help me, Holy Ghost, because it worked for them. You thought it was, I'm gonna get in trouble. You thought it was okay to take, only to have adverse reaction. Help me, Holy Ghost, to the medication that worked perfectly for the person who it was prescribed for. Now I'm going somewhere. In the church, the problem that most of us have is that we try to take a prescription. I'm gonna get in trouble. We try to take something that God has prescribed for someone else that worked perfectly well for that person, but I'm gonna get in trouble. It did not work for you, and it left you feeling like maybe he favors them over you. Maybe he likes them them over you. Maybe he loves them more than you. Help me, Holy Ghost, only because you took something that he did not prescribe for you. Now I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go somewhere. And we're talking about our strength being renewed. We're talking about soaring. Help me, Holy Ghost, on wings like eagles. Help me, Holy Ghost. But some of us are still on ground zero because we've been taking the wrong prescription. We've been taking the wrong meds, and I'm going to get in trouble right here. We're going in the Bible trying to apply the wrong thing to our situation, the wrong thing to our circumstances, and it is not working. We're having all kind of adverse reaction. We're not trusting. Help me, Holy Ghost. We don't have faith. Help me, Holy Ghost. We're growing tired. We're growing, help me, Jesus. We're going, help me, Jesus. Weary. Help me, Jesus. We're sad. We're depressed. Help me, Holy Ghost, because we are taking the wrong medication. Help. I'm going to get in trouble from the Bible. Now, let me help you with this. Let me help you with this. I remember when God first called me away. I shared this with a friend not too long ago. When he first called me away, one of the hardest things for me was to let go of everything that I knew about him. That was one of the most hardest things for me. Let me say that again, is to let go. In other words, he raised me up a certain way. You raised me up to be responsible. You raised me up to trust. Help me, Holy Ghost. You raised me up to honor you. Now, I still had to trust. I still had to honor. But what he had me and what he was calling me to, listen to what I'm about to say, seemed like it was the most idiotic. It was the most irresponsible. Wait a minute. You raised me up to be responsible. You raise me up. Help me, Holy Ghost, understanding my character, my personality, a good name. And now you having me to do something that don't make sense, do something that don't add up, do something that's, help me, I'm going to get in trouble, that's idiotic. And I had to decide in that moment, I had to learn how to let go of everything that I knew about him. And this ain't stuff I thought I know. I'm talking about stuff I actually knew. I knew the God of abundance, but this one that he was introducing me to in lack, I did not know the help. I'm going to get in trouble. I did not know this side of him. I read about it. I seen it. I believed some things, but I had never experienced such a thing. I know I'm looking at some people and they looking at me like I'm crazy. No, I knew the God who spoiled me. I knew the God that helped me, Holy Ghost. When I did what he said, he helped me, Jesus. He provided. I knew the God that helped me, Holy Ghost. Let me have just about anything. I'm going to get in trouble just to have and let me have just about anything I wanted. And so now I'm being called away. Now I'm on a new path, but it is the same God. But this God told me, help me, Holy Ghost. I need to let go of what I know about him. Help me, Holy Ghost, to embrace what he's showing me that's new. Help me, Holy Ghost, to me, but it ain't new about his character. It ain't new about his attributes. So I had to decide in that moment that God of abundance, help me, Holy Ghost. I could not use, y'all better hear me, I could not use the prescription for my abundance in my lack if I tried to use, help me, Holy Ghost, the prescription for my abundance in my lack. I grew weary. I grew, y'all better hear me. I grew perplexed. I grew dejected. I grew tired. Help me. I'm just being honest. I grew weak. Why? Because what he's prescribed for my abundance was not the same prescription for my lack. Now, let me go back biblically to help y'all see this in a greater way. The three Hebrew, Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, all of them sitting at the king's table. Y'all remember that? All of them are at the king's table. They got all kind of choice meals. Help me, Holy Ghost. in front of them. Listen to what I'm saying. In front of them, they decided they were going to go for a fast for 21 days. This ain't about that, but I just got to say, they had their choice. They had their picking. They had a spread. Help me, Holy Ghost. Now, would you not say that they were being provided for? God was providing for them in a mighty way. God was providing for them in an awesome way. Y'all better hear me. Now, let's slide and let's just look at the prophet by the brook. Help me, Holy Ghost. One, they got their choice. They can pick. They can choose whatever they want. Another is sitting there. I'm going to get in trouble. Another is sitting at a brook. Can't do nothing but got to wait on this. I'm going to get in trouble. This vile, this filthy raven who has to come. Help me, Holy Ghost. And help me, Holy Ghost. And bring him his meal. Now, on one hand, I can't say, you can't say that this prophet was not being provided for. Still, in a mighty help me, Holy Ghost, in a marvelous help me, Holy Ghost, in a way that you can't even fathom, help me, Holy Ghost, because ravens are not known for doing such a help me, Jesus. Ravens are not known for doing such a thing. But if the prophet help me, Holy Ghost, try to apply help, he's Jesus, the principles of the help me, Holy Ghost. The 3 Hebrew boys and Daniel expecting, y'all better hear me, choice blessings, expecting to eat whatever he want when he wanted. Help me, Holy Ghost. Help me, Holy Ghost. How much he wanted in his brook mentality, in his brook help me, Holy Ghost. In his brook situation, he would have grew tired. He would have grew weary. He would have got weak. He would have got depressed. He would have got, listen to what I'm trying to say. He would have got sad. Help me, Holy Ghost. He would have got sick. Help me. Listen to what I'm saying. In a place where he was meant to be healed, sick. In a place where he was meant to be illuminated, sick. In a place where he was meant to be strengthened, sick. In a place where he was meant, help me, Holy Ghost, where he was meant to be fortified. Help me, Jesus. Now let me slide back into what I was talking about as it relates to myself. If I had tried to apply the things that I knew about God in my abundance, the prescription that I was given in the abundance, in the lack, even though I'm in abundance, in lack, I'm still in the abundance of God, but I do not have the same material things. I do not have, help me, Holy Ghost, everything in reach, even though I have God and I had all that I need. Help me, Holy Ghost. Now, this is what trips up believers all the time. I'm going to get in trouble. Tell me your testimony. I need to hear your testimony. I need to see God making all kind of ways for his children. I need to hear about it, but don't tell me, help me, Holy Ghost, that I got to take your prescription. I got to do, help me, Jesus. I got to do just what he told you in my situation. When my situation ain't nothing, help me, Jesus. Ain't nothing like your situation, but what we all have to do in all situations is hope in him and help me, Jesus, and trust in him. But what he prescribed to me in my situation, it might not work in your situation. It might make you sick. Help me, Holy Ghost. You might almost lose your mind. Help me, Holy Ghost, because my situation, help me, Holy Ghost, and my prescription, help me, Holy Ghost, is mine and help me, Jesus, and only mine. It was tailor-made for me and only me. Your prescription is yours and only yours. It was tailor-made for you. Help me, Jesus, and help me, Jesus, and help me, Holy Ghost. Help me, Jesus. Help me, and only you. Now, this is what gets us in trouble. Yes, it's in the Bible. Yes, it is true. Yes, God did it. Yes, God delivered. Yes, God healed. But the issue is we try to work the wrong, help me, me, Holy Ghost. Prescription, help me, Holy Ghost, in the wrong problem. I got to find out from him. Help me, Holy Ghost, because nobody told him. Help me, Holy Ghost. Nobody gave him understanding. Nobody can fathom. Help me, Holy Ghost. His understanding, I'm going to get in trouble. Preachers can't, prophets can't, evangelists can't, even children of the Most High. Help me, Holy Ghost. Children of the Most High God can't. We have to seek him. We have to serve him. We have to listen to his instruction. We got to help me, Jesus. Take the prescription that he gave us for our situation. Now, if I took my prescription of abundance and applied it to lack, I would have been a hot mess, because help me, Holy Ghost. My abundant prescription was for that. Help me, Holy Ghost. For that season, my lack prescription is for this season. Help me, Jesus. And so whatever he's prescribed for this season, it will still help me. It will still heal me. It will still hold me. It will help me, Holy Ghost. It will still keep me. It will still provide for me. It will still give me, help me, Jesus. All that I need, it will still allow me to soar. And let me just stop right here for a minute. Sometimes when we're broken, sometimes when problems hit, just like eagles, when they're, help me, Holy Ghost, when their feathers, when their wings, help me, Holy Ghost, needs to be mended. But one of the things that I love about it, when they have new feathers, when they grow, they have the same strength, they have the same vitality. But when they're soaring, this is what I love about when they're soaring, they're always out of reach. They're always, help me, Jesus. Going away from, help me, Jesus. Going away from danger, help me, Jesus. So in your situation, the only way you gonna soar is to hope in God. The only way you gonna soar, the only way you gonna be, help me, Holy Ghost, out of danger, whether the danger is in your mind. Help me, Holy Ghost, because you ain't got to go nowhere to be in danger. It is too many people in danger. Help me, Holy Ghost, in their minds. But when you take the prescription as God says, it doesn't matter where you at. It doesn't matter who. Help me, Holy Ghost, where you being placed, you can still soar. Help me, Holy Ghost. You can still trust. You can still believe. You can still have peace. Help me, Holy Ghost. Your strength, help me, Jesus. Your strength, help me, Holy Ghost. Your strength can be renewed. Now, I know somebody say, this girl spent a lot of time on telling us to be who God made us, to do what God instructs us. Yet this girl does. Why? Because he might tell my sister one thing, and what he told my sister might not be for me. He might give my sister one prescription, and what he gave my sister might not help me, Holy Ghost. Might help me, Jesus, might not be for me. Even with medication, they have all kind of doses. They have all kind of instructions, and they have all kind of medication. Yep. Even for the same ailment, even for the, help me, Jesus, even for the same sickness, God too have all kind of instructions. Help me, Holy Ghost. He have all kind of doses. You can even look in the Bible of all the different ways that he healed, all the different ways that he delivered. Help me, Holy Ghost. And it's all based on what he wants. It's all based on what he got planned. Help me, Holy Ghost. It's all based on, help me, Jesus, what he decided. And the best thing about that, he know every little thing about me, even down to the number of hairs, help me, Holy Ghost, that I have on my head. So if I'm going to take a prescription, if I'm going to help me, Holy Ghost, take the advice, it will be from the one who knows all things. It will be for the one who sees all things. And like I said in this text, he is the creator of everything. So it will be from the one who created me. Help me, Holy Ghost. It will be from the one who knows every little thing about me. He knows my strength. He knows my weakness. He knows my ins. He knows my out. And let me just say this. He knows me better than I help me, Holy Ghost, better than I know myself. I don't want to take it from somebody who think they know me but really don't know me. Help me, Holy Ghost, just based on a few things they may have heard, just based on a few things they may have seen. If I'm going to take the prescription that has been prescribed for me, it will be from my physician. It will be from my God. It will be from my Lord. It will be from my Creator. Help me, Holy Ghost. And that's not to say that he won't send people to aid you. He won't send some help. He won't send a nurse. He won't send an aid. But the people that he's sending will make sure you taking the prescription that he gave you, will make sure, help me, Holy Ghost, that they aid in the manner that he help me, Jesus, to help me, Holy Ghost, in the manner that he prescribed. Help me, Jesus, that he prescribed for you. Now, if help me, Holy Ghost, you don't get nothing else. Get this. That's why I always tell you to know God for yourself. That's why my prayer for you is always for you to know God in the way, you to know God in the manner that he wants you to know him. Far too often, believers, we try to make people, help me, Holy Ghost, know God in the same way, know God in the same manner. The way I know him is germane to me, just like the prescription he gives is germane, is for only me. Help me, Holy Ghost. And the prescription he gives you, it is for you. Now, it is the same God. Help me, Holy Ghost. I'm going to get in trouble. It is the same God. Help me, Holy Ghost. But what he prescribes for each one of us may not be the same exact thing. Help me, Holy Ghost. And what he prescribed this season might not be the same thing that he prescribed last season, although he is the same God. Help me, Holy Ghost. And I always tell you, he is not like shift and shadow. He does not change. He is not fickle. Help me, Holy Ghost. He knows exactly what he's doing. Nobody told him. Nobody trained him. Nobody helped me, Holy Ghost. Nobody raised, help me, Holy Ghost. Nobody raised him up. So you help me, Holy Ghost, when you take that prescription. Help me, Jesus, the way that he describes, see, the way that he rather provide, help me, Holy Ghost, prescribed it to you. Not the way, help me, Holy Ghost, somebody's who on the outside looking in, trying to tell you how to take it. Help me, Holy Ghost, because they don't know everything. They don't know the ins. They don't know the out. But your doctor, your God, your physician, help me, Holy Ghost. Your spiritual advisor, help me, Holy Ghost. Your spiritual creator, help me, Holy Ghost. He knows exactly how much. He knows exactly how long. He knows exactly help me, Holy Ghost. How far? He knows exactly. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. For how long? Help me, Holy Ghost. And so it's always best if you want to help, listen to what I'm saying. If you want to maximize on your spirituality, if you want to live, if you want to have this abundant life, if you want to have this full life, if you want to have this great life, if you want to have joy even in the midst of sorrow, peace even in the midst of, help me, while you surrounded by chaos and confusion, you can help me, Holy Ghost. You can help me, Jesus. You can still have it, but you must seek him. You must ask him, Lord, what would you have me to do in this situation? And if it's anything I'm trying to apply to this situation, help me, Holy Ghost, because it worked in my last situation. It worked in my former situation. It worked in my former season. But you saying, nope, I'm prescribing something different in this season. Let me let go of, help me, Holy Ghost. Whatever I'm trying to make you do over, whatever I'm trying, help me, Jesus, make you do again, and let me accept whatever it is. Let me be able to see your beauty. Even help me, Holy Ghost, the beauty in your ways, even in my situation that I might not like, even in my situation that I might be a little, help me, Holy Ghost, uncomfortable in, but let me still see that you still provided. Just like I said a minute ago, you provided for the 3 Hebrew boys and Daniel. You still provided but differently. Help me, Holy Ghost. For the prophet who was help me, Jesus, at the brook, you still help me, Holy Ghost. Provided one was out of abundance material, help me, Holy Ghost, but you still provided. The other one, help me, Holy Ghost, was in his lack, but you still provided. He was still operating in abundance. Why? Because he still had you. Help me, Holy Ghost, as his God. Help me, Holy Ghost. You still provided. Might have been strange, might have been awkward, might have been a little off-putting, but yet you still provided, just like you are providing for us, even in our struggles, even in our trials, even in our tribulations. Help me, Holy Ghost. You are the same God that helped us. You are the same God that healed us. You are the same God that delivered us. So God, if there's anybody that's under the sound of my voice, help them to trust you, even when it looked like it ain't you, even when they can't trace you, even when, help me, Holy Ghost, when they don't understand what you're doing, they don't understand the why. Help me, Holy Ghost. Help them to trust you. Help them to understand that you are doing a new thing. Help me, Holy Ghost, that they got to forget the former things. You still the same God, because the former thing will not work in this. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Holy Ghost. The former thing will not work in this newness. Help me, Holy Ghost. Help me, Holy Ghost. But they still will be fortified. They still will be built up. They still will gain strength. They still will, help me, Holy Ghost, be illuminated. Help me, Holy Ghost. They will still be intact. They can still have joy. They can still have peace. Help me, Holy Ghost. Help them right now, God, to trust you, to lean on you, and depend on you. Help me, help me, help me, Holy Ghost. Help me, Jesus. You all know we're going to have to pick this back up next week, but if you're on here, help me, Holy Ghost, and these videos are blessing you, please like it, share it, leave comments. This is how we get in the rotation. This is how we get in the algorithm, and I'm on all the social media platforms, so you can look at my YouTube bio and see help description and see the links on my Facebook bio. You can see the links are attached to all of my social media as well. And if you want to give and you are on YouTube, I always have usable links, Cash App and PayPal in the description part of my channel, in the description part of my channel. So if you have given, and some of you have, I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to tell God to bless you in all of your ways, in every aspect of your life. And even if you haven't, I'm going to tell him to bless you in all of your ways, in every aspect of your life. Please, 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 don't forget to like it, share it, and hit the notification so you can be notified every time I go live or every time I post a video. Peace. See you guys.